Well, Robert O'Neill, man, appreciate you coming in. Thank you again for your service. Bin Laden has been the boogeyman for quite a while. And I remember after 9/11 happened, at the time I was living in California. People were upset, but then I remember a few weeks later I went to New York and I got to see really how people were upset. That's when you really got to meet people who knew, who had friends in the Twin Towers, who would drive around and look at the buildings and they're no longer there. And New Yorkers were really, really hurt, really upset.
I love coming to New York. Of the only place I think in the country that never forgets is right here in New York.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, you have to really understand how deep this went for, in the city where this actually happened, where thousands of people died, plus the firefighters, plus all the after effects.
People still dying.
People still dying from this, and it really looked like for a long time that Bin Laden was going to get away with it and just die of old age.
We were joking about it, knowing that, I'm talking weeks before, like knowing we're never going to find the guy. I would joke with people I was interrogating. No shit. Like be interrogating dudes, blah, blah, blah. Who's this, blah, blah. Where's Bin Laden? And like we'd both go, I don't, like both of us, like that's a funny joke. No one's ever going to find this dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, knowing what you know now, do you think that Bin Laden could have gotten away with it? Was there certain moves that he made that he could have avoided where he never would have been detected?
No, I wasn't one of the smart people that found him, but they were good enough to lull him into counterintelligence is false sense of security. The bullshit with the dialysis machine and living in a cave, that was all bullshit.
Right, yeah, because they were saying that he was dying and he was on dialysis.
And you know why they said that? Because when someone comes up to you to get money for, I saw him, definitely him, saw the dialysis, like, well, no, you didn't because he doesn't have one because I made that up. So they're smart enough to lull him into that. So he was hiding in plain sight and he got complacent. Like I just said, complacency kills.
Well, you think the Pakistani government knew about him?
The intelligence service did, yes.
And they hit him?
Yeah, well, it's in their best interest because they're a nuclear power. They don't want Al-Qaeda necessarily just striking them, and if they get nukes. So they're going to play, and every ally does it. We're going to be an ally to a point, but we're number one. We are self-interest. So definitely they knew about it. They're trying to get on with what they're doing too.
Well, final question. Do you think that killing Bin Laden actually changed anything?
I do, just because of the healing process with a lot of people who were affected by 9/11, with the closure. Not even closure, just healing. And then being able to say, yeah, we actually got him, and proving, like I said earlier, when we find you, we will come get you ourselves. It was a great thing. And what I liked about it too was we had a Democrat in power, but there were also Republicans in the cabinet. The Secretary of Defense was Republican. Just that none of it mattered at that point, that we did come together and didn't put, like, if we failed and got killed, Barack Obama's not winning his next election. So he made a non-political decision on what's best for everybody. And we all came together. And it was, and you called me a hero. The heroes were the pilots. I'm the sledgehammer carrier. That's just what I do. The pilots got us there.
And is Al-Qaeda still around?
Oh, yeah. Al-Qaeda's dangerous because like ISIS likes to show you what they're doing. Al-Qaeda will stab you in the back. They will be very quiet and then will destroy you. So yeah, they're around. Again, can't get complacent.
Yeah. Well, again, Robert O'Neill, man, I appreciate you coming in and sharing your stories. It's historic. This is something that will be told for many generations after we're gone. And again, you're right. It really sends a message. You could do these terrorist attacks, but you will probably be killed.
Yeah.
This is what's happening in Hamas, where you constantly see these Hamas leaders getting killed over and over again. And there is a deterrent. If you want to go and take on this role and mastermind the killing of Americans or Israelis or whoever else, there is going to be a price on your head, which will be carried out in a reasonable amount of time. And I think that, yes, you have people who don't care about dying and are waiting for their virgins in heaven and so forth, but I think most rational people don't want to be killed doing a job.
That's what I would like to say too. That's why I want the rational people in charge for a change.
Exactly. Once again, thank you for coming in. Wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Peace.